Hey guys, Spartaby here, and I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Um, for my 100 subscriber special to you guys, I know I did this a while ago where I did a live stream, but nobody really joined. So I'm going to do a video kind of follow up to that, and since I would say most to probably about to 50-75% of my subscribers are um, Godzilla fans, and that's kind of why they all sub to me. Um, and I know some of my subscribers aren't Godzilla fans at all, but um, I do appreciate the subs either way. But because most of you guys are Godzilla fans, I'll go ahead and make this 100 sub video for the Godzilla fans. And this video, it's going to be kind of me explaining my story on how I got into Godzilla and stuff like that. So it pretty much started when I was probably about probably 2 or 3 years old, and I started watching shows like Power Rangers, and that kind of started it, or at least for the Toku and Kaiju stuff. And then there was also a Superman short I watched as a kid called The Arctic Giant. It's a 1940s Superman short that I had on VHS back in the day, and I remember loving it. And I vaguely remember it until I rewatched it, and I'm like, yes, I remember that. But but yeah, that's pretty much kind of what started it. And I wasn't really a full Godzilla fan at that point. I just kind of knew what it was. Um, and I think it was not until I want to say I was 10, 11, or 12 when I really started getting into Godzilla. So way later on in my childhood. Um, and it's mainly because I never really grew up with parents who knew what Godzilla was, or or liked Godzilla or anything like that. So I never really grew up with any family members um, that had it or loved it as a kid. So, but yeah, because when I was 11 or 12, I visited a friend's house and noticed he had a Godzilla game on the PS2 called Godzilla Save the Earth, which I now also have. Um, but uh, Loved playing that game. We played it for probably hours and hours and hours from what I remember, and that pretty much started my whole interest in getting into Godzilla further, and I started watching the movies. Unfortunately, the first movie I watched was the 1998 movie, but that's because that was really all that was available for me to see at the time. Um, and I don't know why, but I kind of felt afraid or ashamed of being a Godzilla fan, because I thought everyone would call me, oh, he's a nerd, or whatever. But that fear kind of lifted when I was about 15 or 16, where I started really telling people that I was into Godzilla. Um, and It was really Goji Fan 93's videos that um, or Chris's videos that really started to get me more into the franchise, because I think I started watching his videos around like 2014, something like that. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much what got me into it. And then I started watching more and more of the movies later on. There's this channel called El Rey Network, and they had a Godzilla movie marathon in 2016. That was the first time I saw it, and the first movie they showed was the original 1954 Godzilla. So technically, that's the first genuine Godzilla movie that I saw. But the first Godzilla movie I saw overall was the '98 movie. So, but but yeah, that's basically the whole story from my memory. Um, this is totally unscripted, just me just kind of rambling. But that's really as much as I can remember. I can't really remember much else that really drove me into getting into it, because for me it was kind of a slow process of getting into it. So, but when I eventually did, I was probably in like around my mid-teens when I finally fully got invested in the franchise, um, and started wanting to see more of it and experience more of it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my whole story, and hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me just basically rambling on how I got into Godzilla. And yeah, thanks for 100 subs. I know I should have said this many, many months ago, but still, it just thank you for 100 subs. I don't know what I would do, to be honest. Uh, I didn't even know this channel would get to 100 subs. I didn't even think it would get anywhere close. But just thank you guys so much, and um, that's really all I have to say. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.